The system, it's not working as it should. I know I'm not the usual suspect when it comes to politics. No, it's not the time for lifelong politicians such as Pierre Poilievre. I'm focused on building our economy. He's out chasing endorsements from Donald Trump and Elon Musk. The Prime Minister and his team let their attention wander from the economy too often. I'm doing this because Canada is the best country in the world, but it still could be even better. Those good old times, my friends, are over. Our times are anything but ordinary. The system, it's not working as it should. And it's not working as it could. People are anxious. No wonder. Too many are falling behind. Too many young people can't afford a home. Too many people can't find a doctor. And then we're living through the two biggest technological revolutions since they split the atom. And our climate is changing in ways that threatens livelihoods from Fort Mac to Fort Smith. And then on top of that, as George just mentioned, in just 4 days, the United States will swear in Donald Trump as their 47th president, a man who threatens economic force on his closest, most steadfast allies, including Canada. I'm here to ask for your support. I'm here to earn your trust, to lead that fight. I'm back home in Edmonton to declare my candidacy for leader of the Liberal Party and Prime Minister of Canada. I know I'm not the only Liberal in Canada who believes that the Prime Minister and his team let their attention wander from the economy too often. I'm doing this because Canada is the best country in the world, but it still could be even better. I'm doing this because we face unprecedented challenges. And as I learned on the ice out there, when it's cold, when your opponent is tough, you have to step up. Now, I know I'm not the usual suspect when it comes to politics. But this is no time for politics as usual. No, it's not the time for lifelong politicians such as Pierre Poilievre. politicians with bad ideas, naive and dangerous ideas. And I think the worst, his worst, is that Canada is broken. Canada's broken was one of Pierre Poilievre's many three-word slogans, and it couldn't be more dangerous. Now, in the UK, I saw firsthand what happened there after years of Conservatives shouting that their country was broken. Conservatives don't run around saying Canada's broken because they want to fix it. They want a license to demolish and destroy, including many of the things on which we all and regular people depend. Because populists don't understand how the economy and our society actually works. Their three-word sound bites won't solve problems, but they will hurt regular people. And there are many, many, many differences between me and Pierre Poilievre. But I'll give you a big one. Well, I'm focused on building our economy. He's out chasing endorsements from Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Just as Pierre Poilievre's soundbites won't deliver for Canadians. We can't achieve our full potential with the ideas of the far left. They too often see government as the solution to every problem, with a reflex to spend and subsidize that just treats the symptoms of the problems, but doesn't cure the disease. We can't redistribute what we don't have. And we can't support the vulnerable in our society or defend this great country if we have a weak economy. And I'm here to build the strongest economy for all Canadians. And if you wonder why I can succeed where others have failed or will fall short, consider this. I've helped manage multiple crises, and I've helped save 2 economies. I know how business works, and I know how to make it work for you. I've worked around the world, but I'm grounded in what I learned right here in Edmonton. To be responsible, to be fair, to stay humble, to work together, and to never, ever give up. As your leader, we will offer Canadians a clear choice in the next election. Experience versus incompetence. Plan versus slogan. Calm versus chaos. We have to give Canadians that choice because, let's face it, even if Donald Trump and the threat he brings didn't exist, we'd still have big problems. Our growth has been too slow. People's wages are too low. Necessities like groceries and rent are too expensive for too many. The federal government spends too much, but it invests too little. Middle-class taxes are too high. And we're not yet ready to make the AI revolution and the energy transition work for all Canadians. So in the coming days and weeks, I'll propose some big changes and some bold new ideas. And I recognize, I understand, that's not how politics is done these days, when lifelong politicians rely on slogans and slander and sound bites. But once again, these are not ordinary times. Let me tell you one other thing. In these times, sending Pierre Poilievre to negotiate with Donald Trump is the worst possible idea. I can think of one other politician I might not send. It just came to me in the last 24 hours.